Thank you, Jeff and Andy. This is another Schubert. Mignon's Gesang from Wilhelm Meister. We can talk about the plot afterwards because it's interesting.
Yeah, I'm playing it on the guitar, you may notice. So if you
It's
want a
written
piano
for the
version,
piano.
stick around.
He's sight transcribing as usual. Kennst du das Land, wo die Zitronen blühen, im Dunkeln laut die Goldorangen glühen, ein sanfter Wind vom blauen Himmel weht, die Myrte still und hoch der Lorbeer steht. Kennst du es wohl? Dahin möchte ich mit dir, oh mein Geliebter, ziehen. Dahin möchte ich mit dir, oh mein Geliebter, ziehen. Kennst du das Haus? Auf Säulen ruht sein Dach. Es glänzt der Saal, es schimmert das Gemach. Und Marmorbilder stehen und sehen mich an. Was hat man dir, du armes Kind, getan? Kennst du es wohl? Dahin möchte ich mit dir, oh mein Beschützer, ziehen. Dahin möchte ich mit dir, oh mein Beschützer, ziehen. Kennst du den Berg und seinen Wolkensteg? Das Maultier sucht im Nebel seinen Weg. In Höhlen wohnt der Drachen alte Brut. Es stürzt der Feld und über ihm die Flut. Kennst du emotion in that, and I'm not used to it. Well, this is my first time singing it, so I've not quite placed it, but the emotion was there, but the technical
It was really
know-how
hard
to.
for me, that was.
Bloody hell! Have you looked at his hands and what they just did? I hope you're gonna.
That's hard. If you wrote that out for the guitar player to learn, that would be considered advanced.
Yes. Also, I was pushing him around. I was doing
Great.
I was doing emotion and rubato.
It was a classic Schubert use of word painting, I would say. He really... I can't think of any songs that we've done in this series that don't tap into that compositional device.
By him, yeah. No,
I
truly.
mean, that's songwriting.
So
I mean,
Goethe's.
that's not to say that people in the 21st century haven't written songs using word painting.
No, quite. But there's something special about Schubert. There's something really effortless and special.
Also, it's his
Effortless,
particular
she said.
stylistic and use of harmony in that to that end as well.
Well, it seems like folk song. Everybody says it sounds like folk song, but oh my God, folk song is. This is what is funny because they say it sounds like folk song, which is to say it sounds effortless. But the thing is that folk song comes down to us having been filtered through so many singers until it's just right. So the fact that somebody could create something that has that natural emotional logic and melodic logic and harmonic logic is astonishing. That is true.
I mean, it's a lot
achievement.
closer to folk music that people do play in Germany, Switzerland, Austria than
True.
a lot of other musical styles. But there's a lot in there.
No
that are
folk
not,
guitarist could be expected to do what you just did. No.
No, it's a bit, and also Schubert he modulates. He uses parallel keys. He goes through keys, and there's I think that's only you take it so far. For me, that's like saying Mozart was a genius and he wrote music when he was 6, but it.
Well, I mean, okay, so going back to this particular poem, it is from Wilhelm Meister, which is a novel by Goethe, a story,
Not a
not
poem.
novel, but maybe it was a poem. Oh God, now you got me. Anyway, it tells a story of the travels and apprenticeship of Wilhelm Meister, and he encounters this traveling circus, and he buys the freedom of this very oppressed, abused child who is somewhat androgynous, called Mignon. And Mignon, the whole thing about Mignon is he, probably a she, but who knows? Actually, maybe it's spoken. What am I saying? Maybe it is explicitly said, but in any case, indeterminate. And she doesn't like to talk. She mostly sings because she's got some deep-seated trauma from having been originally abducted from a very grand house, which she is remembering in this poem. She's in this song. She's remembering what this looked like, her vague recollections of this, these marble, these columns and statues and oranges blooming, and she wants to go back there because it's something beautiful and it's always haunted her in the back of her mind, and so she can only sort of sing about this. And she's saying, let's go dahin, let's go there. We must go right away because I remember these things. And then she gets sort of more fantastical until the last.
This one has sped up.
In the minor, yes.
Got
and
hard.
and in the minor key, it's talking about, there was a dragon in a cave. And the thing is that her background is pretty awful. She's the result of her father having fallen in love with her aunt, his sister. And I think he's a priest. Anyway, it's some crazy sort of, I guess you could say, gothic stuff in a way.
Yes, gothic, yeah.
Melodramatic stuff. Anyway, it doesn't end well for Mignon. Mignon dies of a broken heart of who knows what. And it's one of those sort of weepy romantic era things. And Mignon just inspired a lot of people. There's an opera. There's a couple of operas. There are other settings of her songs, and but this one, I think, anyway, so I was thinking about that, and be nice to do it again. Thank you so much, Jeff and Andy.
Very appreciated on that request. If anybody else would like to make one, please go to patriciahammond.com/request.
Put the translations in the description so you can.
I'm going to put
read.
the QR code on.
Oh, he's going to put the QR
just
code
in case
on
you're
the
watching on a
screen.
device where you say
You're not far enough over.
and I can't understand what you're saying. You can just scan that one, and that'll take you. It costs £40 on PayPal, and it takes us, well, realistically about 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the precise schedule at present. But it will come on, and you will be rewarded with a variety of sounds. Some predictable, I would say, by now. Some unpredictable. But that's living room request. My brain is so tired now. I'm like,
that was difficult. That was difficult to play.
I can't speak.
And also, I
press thumbs up to reward me, and say, Matt, that's good. Or no, so don't say that. Say, Matt, good effort. Or I could feel your pain.
Yes, say that.
I think it's to do
Give
with
us
the
some
fingers being on like the same, like these fingers on the same tendon. So if you, or the
what
like
were you
repeated
literally
tendon.
doing? I wasn't looking. I was looking at the music.
Base of my finger on the beat one, and then play da 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 da. Like when one practices classical guitar, as you know, whatever, you do all these different exercises. You play scales with odd finger combinations. That one, a bit like on the piano. You know, you play. Oh, you practice.
Yeah.
You know.
Hannon.
But if you don't do that like me, when it comes to doing something like with the ring finger and the middle finger, the body just goes, no, we don't do that.
Don't ask. You haven't
stuff.
asked me to do this for years.
Well, naturally, put it like this. Naturally, if you try and
Why are you asking me now?
Naturally, if you try to go index, middle, over and over, da, 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 you can do that way faster than if you go middle, ring. Sorry. Index, middle, or index, ring. You can do that way faster than if you try and go middle, ring. Like that.
Oh, yeah.
And so, couple, middle, ring. Hang on, I haven't finished. In combination with on the beat with the index finger and on the syncopated bass notes with the thumb. It's like...
Horrible.
Like,
Didn't Schumann...
Yes.
Schumann made a device. He was frustrated with the fact that he didn't have independent motion between these two, and he made a device to make them. And he ruined his hand, and that's why he composed a lot more than he would have had he been an active concert pianist.
Schumann, Schubert, he made all of them shoes. That's what happened. We've got to go now. See you all next time. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
Like it there, subscribe down there. Love Jeff and Andy and all the requesters. Bye-bye.